Well, how many stand-up comics are there who are a qualified GP who appears on ITV's The Chaser? We've counted, there's only one. And he's right here with us tonight. Please welcome Mr. Paul Sinha.
Hello. This week, local government secretary Eric Pickles has launched his latest war on those immigrants who he doesn't believe are doing enough to fit in. This is not his first go at tackling the problem. Only last November, he launched the idea of a curry college, fostering integration by teaching people how to cook curry. A man called Pickles. Some jokes don't really need writing, and appropriately, this was just for starters. Because this week... Thank you, keep up. This week, he has launched his big new idea, wait for it, the Big Lunch, in which cultural harmony is achieved by people sitting down to have a big lunch with each other. Now, I don't mean to be rude, but I think we're already aware that Eric Pickles is a fan of the concept of a big lunch. This is the man who Nick Clegg once described as the only cabinet minister you can spot on Google Earth, Though true to form, Nick Clegg now denies ever saying such a thing, and if he did say it, what he meant all along was Eric Pickles as a paragon of lithe, athletic good health. But to be fair to Eric Pickles, it's not all about the food. He has grand and well-meaning plans to try and make everyone more damn British. Firstly, he wants all immigrants to learn English and learn more about British history and culture. I absolutely 100% agree with this, but why stop there? How about we get everyone to increase their knowledge of British history and culture? As you've just been told, I'm involved with a quiz show for a rival TV station, and I'm constantly astonished by the lack of understanding of contestants. My favourite ever answer, which bee was the queen that led a rebellion against the Romans? Answer given, is it a honeybee? Now, don't get me wrong, rebellion against the Romans, it had to be one of the larger bees, but nevertheless. In fact, I have a crazy idea. It might just work. If you want people to understand more about language, history and culture, how about using schools? Maybe a motivated, well-paid and well-supported teaching profession might be a good start, as well as fostering the idea that people from any background can go to university rather than just those that can afford £9,000 a year. £9,000 a year. I was at medical school for 6.5 years. That comes out as £60,000. Have you any idea how long it would take an average GP to pay back that kind of money? Anything between 15 and 20 weeks. But the most interesting part of what Eric Pickles is suggesting is that we should, in his own words, celebrate those values that unite Britain, whilst at the same time saying that he wants to restore Christian faith to the mainstream of British life. Now, I might be an atheist, but I really love chocolate eggs, roast turkey, the Vicar of Dibley, any public holidays, the emotionally rich friendships of my Christian friends, and most of all, I think we can all agree on this, singing along to Jerusalem and Lord of the Dance, the kind of belting tunes that, quite frankly, Ed Sheeran can only dream of writing. But part of what is great about Britain is that we don't all have the same belief system. We are not North Korea. My own god, for instance, is Kevin Ashman, star of BBC quiz show Eggheads and the 4-time world quizzing champion. Yes, he is a more fallible god than the biblical one. Several defeats in the food and drink category on Eggheads are a testament to that. At the same time, he has never slaughtered the firstborn son of any Egyptian families, as far as I'm aware. So, swings and roundabouts, because that is surely how modern Britain works. We pick our personal belief system based on life experiences, and as long as we don't use it to oppress and attack others, that should be that. Eric Pickles wants us to celebrate those values which unite Britain, but the British public has long been far more complex than that. For instance, we condemn and attack News International publications for phone hacking, yet happily buy more copies of The Sun than any other newspaper. We criticise our sports stars for lacking passion, but when two of our most lovable boxers finally put on a really entertaining fight, we condemn them as thugs. And you may not believe this, but I know many, many people who are not excited at all about this year's Olympics. Yeah, there we go. Moaning about the cost and the lack of a lasting legacy, whilst completely ignoring the most important point about London 2012. France really, really wanted it. So yes, the British people are contrary, inconsistent, nuanced, and here is the dreaded word, diverse. And long may we continue to be hard to pigeonhole. Stick to these. Don't litter. Look out for your neighbour. Don't be antisocial. Keep your mobile phone ringtones simple and quiet. Do not issue fatwas. Give your seat up to the elderly. And whatever else you may do, don't add to the viewing figures for The Only Way is Essex. If we all just stick to these basic rules, we will all get along just fine. Thank you.